Hey guys, so in this video we're going to talk about the Lexus GS 4th generation. We'll be comparing the Singapore spec and the Japanese spec. And the Singapore spec I'm pretty sure is the same as the rest of the world, but with a couple of differences. So the first thing is that in the Japanese spec models, the daytime running lights don't actually work. Pre-2016, the daytime running lights are actually just park lights, and the headlight assembly looks exactly the same, and that's because I think it was illegal until 2016 to have daytime running lights. And so if you're looking for a Japanese model, just be wary that you probably won't have daytime running light. If you turn your lights on to the park light setting, they will turn on, but they'll be very, very dim. They're not going to be the same brightness as the daytime running lights during the day. So they're very, very dim. At night time, you can kind of tell they're on. At daytime, you can barely tell that they're on. The second difference with the Singaporean models is that they don't have any heated seats, and there's no heated steering wheel, and there's no rear heated seats. And that's because in Singapore, obviously, it's always hot. It's never cold. So there's no need to have heated seats. Japanese models, you can change this to English. You can change the infotainment to English, but not everything is in English. I don't know why Japanese people maybe just love their language so much that even when it's in English, there's still certain buttons that just have Japanese writing on them. But you can still get through nearly pretty much everything. Everything's pretty easy to get through. It's just some random buttons they decide to leave it as Japanese. All of the voice controls are not going to work. You can't. It's only Japanese voice controls, so you can't talk to it and say, you know, call my wife or call whatever. That doesn't work. Another really weird thing is that the Japanese models don't have the phone option on here. You'll notice with the rest of the world models, there is a phone option. Now, you can still use your phone. You've just got to go under Info and then go to Phone. So I don't know why it's just some weird. Japanese cars just have the weirdest differences, like the weirdest little menu differences and options and all that. So everything's still here, but it's just for some reason under a different menu. There's also all this other weird stuff that the Japanese models have. G-Link, they've got all these other weird things here. And the Japanese models, they've got TV and audio, and TV doesn't work. We're in New Zealand, so it doesn't connect and all that. Now, in the Singaporean models, there's, I think, media, and then there's radio. And also down here, they have radio and media. One of the kind of annoying things about the Japanese models is that if I go to Browse Music, this is the Browse Music button over here. If I tap on that, and I go to a playlist, so right now I'm playing a song. And if I want to go to a playlist, we'll go to the current playlist. You'll notice it's starting to play the song, but I don't want to play the song. I just want to browse the playlist. So then I'm going to scroll down, and when I scroll down, it's always playing the top song. I can't browse music unless it plays it. So that's one really annoying thing. I believe. So with the Singaporean models, and I believe the rest of the world models, it will let you browse music, and it won't just start playing the song. It's really, really annoying that it just plays whatever the first song is. So that's one thing to think about as well. I think that's pretty much it. So yeah, that's pretty much the main differences. So what I would say to people is that, particularly if you're in New Zealand or other parts of the world, just be wary with Japanese cars. You don't have proper daytime running lights. You can't use all the voice controls here unless you speak Japanese. And you have that annoying thing with the music where you can't browse music without it playing the next song automatically. And I definitely know my Singaporean model, you can browse music and it works the normal way where you can browse and it won't start playing songs automatically. And then be wary with Singaporean models that there's no heated seats, no heated steering wheel, there's none of that. However, one thing, just one quick note to make about Singaporean models, people always shy away from them. They say, you know, there's electronic issues and other things like that. I think you're fine with the stats. Yep, there generally tends to be a bit more issues with the electronics in Singaporean cars due to the humidity there. But but don't just simply assume that Singaporean is bad and Japanese is good. Every car is different in its own way. The way that the owners have looked after it, the service history. There's obviously features that you're weighing up. There's the price as well. There's many things that go into buying a car, and knowing the background of a car is really important. And being aware of the Singaporean considerations is also really important in terms of humidity and electronics and all that. So, like any car that you buy, get a good inspection done. The Singaporean ones, again, they might be quite good, they might be quite bad, but don't write them all off just yet. There's many people who've bought Japanese cars and have had issues with them, even though they're from Japan and there's less humidity issues there. Anyway, I hope this video helps. I hope this helps you guys who are trying to figure out which kind of spec to buy, because there's lots of little differences that you don't always know about until you buy the car. So hope that helps.